It's 2020, and a pandemic has hit and caused many people to lose their jobs, including me. You see, I worked at the Providence Performing Arts Center, and I needed this job. It was just me and my now wife in an apartment in a beautiful city that we couldn't really afford other than if we both were working, and I had gotten furloughed. So, it's us, worried, sitting in an apartment, and I have the harebrained idea that I want to pursue something that I've wanted to do for many years due to my love of anime and video games, and that is voice acting. We talked, and she said, well, you better get started. If you're watching this video, chances are you're in a position similar to the one that I was, where you want to be a voice actor. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 things that you can do as a beginner to supercharge your way into becoming a voice actor, and how to shortcut your time to make it a lot easier, unlike when I was trying to force my way in. Before we go ahead and get started, I want to say a thank you to all of my patrons over on Patreon. If you want deeper dives, behind-the-scenes content, as well as script breakdowns and scene studies, join the free tier over on Patreon for deeper dives and free trainings. But let's just talk about these 3 things. Number 1, read. I know this seems easy, this seems like it's nothing, but there are 3 books that I recommend all beginners get. Number 1 is The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. It talks about more of the spiritual side of where creativity comes from, so that you can stop feeling like it needs to come from inside of you. You can prevent yourself from burning out. You can prevent yourself from over-worrying and over-studying. It is a great book and a great read. Number 2, Free Play by Stephen Nakomanovich. This book is an older book, but it's kind of in the same vein of Free Play. This one helps to teach you how to actually resume your childish form of play, so that you can shed the weight of adulthood and learn how to actually be an artist and a creative individual, just like when we were children. This is actually the book that made me become an artist. I would give this book 100% of the credit for teaching me how to be an artist. Maybe not an actor, but 100% an artist. That's Free Play by Stephen Nakomanovich. Last but not least, the book that inspired me to become an actor and taught me the way that I fundamentally act today is The Art of Acting by Stella Adler. Stella Adler is the teacher of the very principle that I use as an actor. I studied the Stella Adler technique out in Los Angeles at the Stella Adler Academy. This leads me into the second thing that you can do and should do as a beginner to cut off years from this, and that is to take classes. You should not be doing this alone. I know I've said it a million times in a million different ways, but you should not be doing this alone. When I first started, it was just me 6 to 8 hours a day putting together the skills and the building blocks to be an actor. And after a couple of years, I was getting little jobs here and there. I was a very proficient artist, but I was not competitive because I did not know what the actual industry was looking for. The type of tone, the type of voice, the type of sound, conversational, authoritative, I had no idea. So I was just raw with every single audition. It wasn't until I started taking classes, it wasn't until I found my mentor, that I actually started becoming competitive and knowing what I was doing when it came to being an actor who is selling his services. And there are a lot of places that you can take classes. You can, if you are in Los Angeles, attend the Stella Adler Academy. That's where I went to school. I loved every moment of it. They also have online classes. If you want to do online voiceover specific classes, there's Ariana Ratner, there's Lisa Lee, and Oliver Everett, or I always say his name backwards, Everett Oliver. He has a mailing list in which he has classes and hosts other teachers. All of these teachers teach very specific and industry standard and up to snuff ways that you can act to actually book in today's market. And the last point of that is find a mentor. Find someone who helps to build up the skills and the confidence and the knowledge in the industry side, aside from just the acting, because you are a business owner. You're selling your voice and you're selling your services. So finding a mentor is also going to be paramount. It wasn't until I found my mentor in Everett that I actually found my agent, and was able to join SAG. And this leads me to my last point, probably the most important point that I didn't learn until years later. And that is that you just need to start. It sounds obvious, sounds pedantic, but it's not. You've probably watched a lot of these videos, like I've watched a lot of these videos. Now I ironically make these videos, but I make these videos to teach an important point, which is you should be taking notes in these videos, and you should then after apply and practice the things that you are learning. Because just passively watching these videos is not going to make you an actor. It sure as hell didn't make me an actor. It wasn't until I started. It wasn't until I put myself out there to go to a voiceover convention in Silvis, which gave me a scholarship to go out to Los Angeles, which gave me the confidence and understanding to call myself an actor and to know how to truly act and to know what acting even really truly is. You see, you need to just do the damn thing. I gave you books, I gave you schools and teachers. Put those together and just get started. It is the most important thing that I'm going to be telling you today. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and join me over on Patreon, where I do behind the scenes, scene breakdowns, script analysis, live sessions, where we can talk in real time about the skills and the step-by-step pieces that will make you an actual artist and an actor. So, until then, touch grass, drink water, get outside, read a book, and stay creative.